Hello, hello, Mimi Makers. It is Thursday again. It's a really wet and icy day here in Ottawa. I don't know about whereabouts you are and how the weather is. I hope it's a little bit better than that. In spite of the weather, I am trying to summon some spring. I'm wearing my watermelon shirt in the hopes that that will help entice the weather to become a little bit better than what we're having right now. I hope that you can keep up with that spirit as well. This is, if you need to know, this is the Rebecca Rec watermelons, which is one of my favorite prints. But I know we're here to see some new fabrics, not the stuff that we already have. We do have some of that in the store, though, still available in case you needed to get some for your Me Made wardrobe this summer. What does she say? Oh, she's cleaning up. She's like, it's messy behind you. Thank you, Hisai. Thank you, lovely assistant. And if I forgot anything else, she will also let me know. That's very handy. Thank you. All right. So if you're here to watch some beautiful fabrics and notions actually with me today, maybe give me a quick hello, write me a little message so I can see who's here. Feel free to ask questions anytime during this video, live or recorded, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have. So much rain. Yes, so much rain. My car was covered in this shell of ice this morning. It was quite an adventure getting it off, but I'm here. I'm here on time to do my 10:30 video for or with all of you. So I'm gonna get right into it, shall we? So there is one really beautiful fabric, which I'm now having a hard time showing because this is a UV activated fabric. So the fabric has a pink background and it has all these little unicorns and flowers on it. They're white, but once the UV light hits them, they change color. And I forgot my little UV light and there's no sunlight outside, so it's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna show you the picture. So once this fabric hits the UV light, it actually turns into these beautiful purples and yellows and pinks and greens. So it's actually a quite dark, intense color. Can you see that? That it turns. So we do have this picture online so you can see. So basically everything that is white on here gets activated in the sunlight and will change color. It's pretty fun. And then once you get out of the sunlight, they turn white again. It's really, really fun. And this lasts about, they say about 30 to 40 washes. So I've had that question before. So it does last long enough that if you make this for little people, I want to say before it loses its effect, they'll probably outgrow it. I think that's fair. Just ask for the unicorns. That unicorn fabric. Yes, it is a good one. I do have to say, unfortunately, they did send me a short bolt, which I'm not happy about, but I did see that they have more. So if it sells out and people want more, I can most likely order some more. All right. Next up are the panels. There's 3 panels today. You know, we've had a couple of really cool panels last week, and we have some, I don't want to say even cooler, but pretty amazing panels. They've really upped their game with it. So this again is about an 80 centimeter panel, and it has this carnivorous, I think this is more than 80 centimeters. I might have to remeasure that. Look how big that is. It's 80 centimeters per meter. It's pretty big. Well, that is, so Lindsay Smith says, I guess Clara, her daughter, is watching with her, and now she wants that fabric. So you go for it. You ask for it. Tell your mom that you need that fabric. If she's making you watch this, you get to ask for it. All right. So panel number 1, really generous. Look at this. It comes down just above my knee. Can I show this with my messy background? So, and I'm 5'9", so that's how long this panel is. I could even make a tunic out of this, especially if I added bands to it. So it has a beautiful turquoise background, and there's this cool carnivorous plant on it, which I totally love. And then the whole bottom of it has a border on it. You see that? So the whole rest of the panel has this cool plant border. So you can use this for the front of your shirt, and then use all of this for your back and for your sleeves or whatever you want to make of it. It's really cool. So this is on a jersey. On a jersey fabric is really awesome. Definitely get yourself one of those. And a really cool pattern for this would be maybe this one, the Nico. So this is, I'm going to say it's a very unisex cut. So this could be made into a shirt for anyone. This does go from size 2 all the way to adult sizes. So it's like a really basic shirt, and you can make it in long sleeve and short sleeve. So this would be a t-shirt pattern as well. The Nico by Jali, which we do have in stock. Next up, this is a French terry. It's a cotton modal blend, which, you know, I love. I always love a little bit of modal. So we have this chameleon. It was totally escaping my mind what this animal is called. It's a chameleon, and then it has like these stripes in all the different colors on there. And you actually, on one panel, you do get the chameleon twice. You see that? So one chameleon's down there, so it looks different ways. So on one panel, you do get this little dude twice. And what's exciting about this one has a coordinating fabric, which is this. And this looks exactly like the chameleon skin. So if you take a closer look, let me see if I can show this somehow. Let me fold this over. So this is the same pattern as the close-up of the chameleon's skin. So this would be really cool to use this maybe as the front and back panel, and then this as the sleeve. So if you want to make 2 shirts out of the chameleons, have these as the front and this the back and the sleeve. So it's a really nice coordinating fabric that you can use, but you can also try and pick up on any of these colors. If you wanted to add some red or orange to it, it would look really, really nice. And because this is the modal cotton French terry, you can either make the shirt the Nico that I just showed you, but another really nice one would be the Laurent from Jali. So you can make this one also in a short sleeve and a long sleeve and a hoodie. So the main difference between these two is that this is a raglan and this is a regular inset sleeve, and it comes in a hoodie shape as well. So that's the difference between those. So both of these are very good basic patterns that go all the way from a size 2 kid size to adults. So these are really good to have on hand for these kind of projects. And then the last panel, which is also a jersey, and I'm definitely taking one of these home, is this one. It says "Stay Cool." And it has this popsicle on it, and then it has these. So here in the back of the popsicle, and again, this is one of those really big ones. So this one is more like a 80. So I'm going to have to remeasure the carnivorous plant because I think it's bigger, because this one looks more like a 80. But I could make a top for myself out of all 3 of them. So again, here we have this popsicle, which is blue, and I know it's showing. So for me in the camera, it's showing teal, even though it's blue. So this guy's blue. And then we have a little bit of a grungy rainbow in the back. And then in the back, we have a washed out version of this grungy rainbow, which is really cool. So then when you open the panel, you have more of this grungy rainbow on it. So this one also has a coordinating fabric that you can use with it. So you can have the grunge stripes, the saturated ones, with it. And if you look at the product pictures that I've uploaded, I have uploaded some t-shirts that people made with this, where this was the main panel. Oops. And then the stripes were the sleeves, or you could even do this as the shirt and this as the sleeve, and you can make leggings out of this. This is a really nice jersey to make leggings out of, but as you can see, the stripes in the back here and these stripes are the same colors. So that's definitely one that my kiddos will want. Next up, I'm going to show these buttons because they're absolutely cute. They just came in. This is one of the things that we had snatched up while we were in Germany. I don't know if you can see them. So they are a little bit translucent. So they were really hard to take a picture of. In real life, they look even more awesome. So they're translucent little bunnies with some glitter inside them. And so this one is like a little citrus green. Then this one is the pink, and this one's the orange. And they all have that little bow. Oh, I'm having really trouble showing this. They all have a little bow in their hair. Camera, focus on the bunny, not on me. There you go. They all have that little bow, and they have like that little shirt on, and they do fasten with that little loop in the back. So these 3 bunnies coming right up tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. And then our other collection are these beautiful double gauzes. I don't know if you got a chance to look at them, but I love, love, love wearing double gauze, especially in the summer, but even in winter. I have this dress or tunic that I made probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. Yeah, 2019. So that's 3.5 years ago. And I still wear it. I wear it in the winter and I layer it. And then in the summer, I wear it on its own because it's really nice and airy because it has a loose weave. So this one is a double gauze with lavender on it. It's such a beautiful color. This will make a really nice summer dress. It also is really great for baby items. So this is 100% cotton and Oeko-Tex certified, so it is safe for baby skin. So one of the dresses I was thinking is this hinterland dress. How nice would this look in the double gauze? Because it does have that kind of crinkly thing. Our seersucker would be really nice in the hinterland dress as well. Or the fringe dress. The fringe dress has a similar feel to it. It's just constructed a little bit differently, but the hinterland dress would be really, really nice for this double gauze, for a shirt, or even something like this, like something even more simple. I know that this calls for a challis. It says lightweight woven fabrics with a soft hand, nice drape, chiffon, georgette, challis. I know that it does call for that, but I think that it would still look really cute, especially the dress would look really cute in this, in my personal opinion. So this is the lavender flowers. And then we have this beauty, which is a paint splatter in all of the rainbow colors. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Really cool. And then this is a really, really sweet one with these. They almost look like potato stamps. I don't know if that is a thing here. Like we always did that in school back home. We cut like little shapes out of potato, and then out of a potato, like half the potato, and cut it out a shape, and then they were stamps. I don't know, is that a thing? It was a thing where I'm from, back home in Germany, and it does remind me a little bit of our potato stamps. So we have these little stars in this kind of washed out red, gray, and yellow, which would be nice for baby nursery as well. Really cute. Then this is probably also one of my favorites, just because it does the saturated print of this, and I haven't seen something like this on double gauze yet, so I'm really, really excited about this one. So this one has dinosaurs and rainbows, and more importantly, the dinosaurs are rainbow too, if you can see that. So it's a really, really saturated print, and it has all these colorful flowers in the back as well. So this one is really, really special. And if you've worked with double gauze before, you'll know that like it is already soft and squishy now, but once you wash it and dry it, it will zhuzh up. Is that the right word? No, it will bunch up a little bit more. So because it is 100% cotton, and when they weave it, it's a little bit more taut, but then it shrinks up. There is about a 10% shrink rate on a double gauze. So do keep that in mind for your fabric requirements for any pattern that you're making. All right, and last but not least, we do have this one, which is also same double gauze with the white background, and then we have all these hearts all over it. So the hearts are almost like a pinkish red, like slightly washed out red, a pale red, pink. Some of them are also a little bit peachy looking. I really, really like how the different sizes of the hearts and the different slight gradient on them just makes this look. So I could even see that in like a little dress with a side knot, or a tier dress lends itself really well for that. Or so many options there, or even just like a little swaddle blanket. Like I would, if I still had babies, I would totally make swaddle blankets out of these, which would be the size that I needed them. I don't know if anybody else knows that struggle, but I always felt that my swaddle blankets were always either a little bit too big or a little bit too small for the type of swaddle I was doing. I'm sure that other people struggle with that. Can't just be me. So it would be nice to make your own. Do you pre-wash the gauze if there's shrinkage? Yes, I just can't imagine seeing it with the crinkle. Yes, so the way I use my double gauze is I pre-wash and dry it, even though I think they all now say don't dry them. Yeah, it says don't dry them, but that's just silly talk. They all, like all of the suppliers do that now. But so I wash and dry it, then it shrinks up, and then I cut it with the crinkle because that's the look that I want on my garment, right? So I want to cut it with the crinkle, which is a little bit tricky. So sometimes you have to use some scissors or you just have to go really slow. I don't iron it because otherwise it'll be too small after I shrink it up again. So I cut it with the crinkle, and then I iron it. Don't iron it. Do not iron it. Yes, just like Danielle said, cut unstretched, just the way you want your garment to look. You cut it, and then I usually serge my edges, and then I do construction with a straight stitch on a domestic machine, and then your seam will be wavy like this. But then what I do is I just wash and dry it again, which will then crinkle back up those seams. That's what I do. There also is a good blog post on our blog about sewing with double gauze, which can also be helpful. It's one that Stephanie wrote last year about the double gauze series. So definitely take a look at that as well, just to have a couple of reminders on sewing with double gauze. It's really not that tricky as it seems. You just kind of need to go with the crinkle and just embrace it, because you want that, or at least I wanted that look. Like you want to have, like, because that look will always come back. So you want to honor that that crinkle while you're cutting and sewing it. All right, so those were the things that I wanted to show you for today. I know this is a little bit less fabric than we usually list in a week. It got busy. There are some new things in the works over here at Mimi's that I can't fully tell you about yet, but I hope that within a week or two, I'll be able to tell you more. There are a lot of fabrics that did physically come in that we're processing, and I hope we can have a big reveal on those next week. And the fabrics are still coming, the fabrics, the trims, and all of the things. So rest assured, we're having lots of good things. And I hope that you found some inspiration in the fabrics for tomorrow. I hope I'll see lots of panel sewists, because I know that we haven't had a good panel in a long time. I feel like last year was like a panel. There was not a lot of panels last year, so I'm excited to see all these good panels that I will also be sewing up for my kiddos. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave us a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's also new videos in the works that you don't want to miss. And all of these pretty fabrics are going live tomorrow, Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as usual. So I'll see you there. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye for now.